people who've kept up with things like what Google is actually looking for, the signal that they want to bounce off of. That is actual SEO. And there are many, many, many components to that that go beyond what I'm going to guess the majority of you have paid somebody to do SEO for. Today, I am going to talk your ear off about SEO for dog businesses. Some of you may ask, it's S as in letter S, letter E, letter O stands for search engine optimization. But before I do, go to 4dayprofitrace.com. That's the number 4, dayprofitrace.com, and get my free, totally free diagnostic course so you can make more money without working so dang hard. And it's super fast and super simple, and it's going to blow your mind. So that is number 4, dayprofitrace.com. So this episode is sponsored by connectexperts.io. That's experts with an X. Connect, Xperts.io. At Connect Experts, we help busy dog business owners get more leads and convert them without having to spend money they don't have on expensive ads. Go to Connect Experts, that's experts with an X.io, to learn more. This is a huge topic with a lot of people because they think they have to have great SEO on their website in order for people to find them. And while, yes, this is true, SEO for organic search. So search engine optimization means, and I'm just going to say this in lay people's terms, I am not a search engine optimization expert by any stretch of the imagination, but I probably know more than almost anybody in our industry about it. Why? Because I study things. I'm a dork. I'm a nerd. I'm a geek. I study things ad nauseum. And I also have an entire SEO project that has nothing to do with dog businesses. And I have been studying intensely for a year and a half with a mentor on this. And I probably know more about this than pretty much anybody in our industry. Just going to say that. I don't sell SEO services. I teach people how to do it without handing money over for nothing, if that makes any sense. So it is not 2005. It's not 2010. It's not even 2020 anymore. Do you know how often search engine optimization parameters, according to Google's the big one, right? Everybody wants to rank on Google. Do you know how often they change their criteria for what is rankable on a website? I don't know. Last year, 2023, they changed it 3 times. 3 times. In fact, they have an entire EEAT protocol that you have to go through now. You don't even know you have to go through this. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. But if you were selling like financial services or digital products based on uh, anything alternative health, anything that they would consider slightly scandalous, or if you don't like keep to the line of what you're supposed to write about, they won't even put you in the results for search. So dog businesses don't need to worry about those particular changes that occurred in 2023. But I'm going to tell you something. I see people still. I have clients. I have a software company and I have a coaching company in the industry. And I see people getting ripped off all the time. I recently helped 2 of my clients who were in $450 a month website maintenance and SEO contracts with people who do not know how to SEO their way out of a paper bag. They were afraid to get out of it because they thought if they didn't have SEO, their search that people are going to not be able to find them on search. And I'm like, let me see what kind of SEO is happening here. I know my way around a WordPress site like crazy. I know my way around most websites like crazy, website builders. I get in the back and I'm like, they're not doing anything. Like, what do you mean? I'm like, okay. So the years of writing a bunch of articles to put on a website for blog posts to help a website rank are kind of done. Not 100% done. No, it's like one of many, many, many parts of the signal that Google is looking for. Google's looking at signal. What kind of signal is your website giving off? What kind of signal are you putting out there? And the article thing that everybody thought they had to do years ago is only one small part of this now. But get this. So I have these clients and they're like, can I tell you the truth? And I'm like, sure, what's the truth? And they said, well, like looking sheepishly at me on a Zoom call. So I'm supposed to give them an article every month and then they upload it to the website as a blog post. And is that not SEO? I, you can see my face right now. If you're on the podcast listening to me, you can't see my face, but I can imagine that you can imagine what my face looks like when I hear something like that. If you are paying a quote unquote SEO company and you have to write the articles, WTF. I'm not going to say that word here, but WTF in capital letters. Stop it. I'm saying that to the people charging you money for that. Stop it. Are you kidding me? You're supposed to be the SEO expert. You write the articles, not the person you're selling SEO to. Why don't you instead be honest and say, okay, I'm going to charge you $450 a month uh, to upload your article as a blog post on your WordPress site for one article a month. I'm going to charge you $450. So that means their time of, okay, let's say if they're slow, it's a 5-minute process. So their time, you're paying them $450 for 5 minutes of work once a month. And they're like, but what about the maintenance? I'm like, what maintenance are we talking about? What does it require to maintain a website? Now, if you're using a WordPress website, there may be some maintenance. It is also negligible. I have a few WordPress websites, and my assistant Anna is here right now behind me, and I can hear her nodding her head yes about how much time we spend updating the plugins on our site such that our maintenance is good. It's maybe, I mean, we don't even do it. We have someone else do it. It's like a minute every month. You want to make sure your plugins are updated. You want to make sure you're not getting hacked. Yes, those are things you want to take care of. It doesn't cost $450. Well, it costs you $450 a month to pay somebody to do that. Like, but what else are they doing? Are they making sure your theme is updated? Are they making sure that if this plugin is one that interacts poorly with other plugins because it got hacked, that it's now removed and another one is put in place? Are they making sure you're having regular backups? Are they making sure that if something goes down, it can be retrieved again? Probably not. And I'm going to say probably not because I have seen this happen hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times. So, what people think they're paying for with something called SEO is often not even what they're paying for, but they're afraid to stop paying for it because somewhere along the line, somebody put the fear of no SEO in them. And so people are like, oh, but if I don't keep paying the money, I'm not going to have any SEO. And I'm like, that is not even true. You are either indexed by Google or you are not. You are either shown, your domain is either ranking or it is not. If it's ranking, what other kind of signal can we give it? And by the way, for a local business, which all of you, if you have a dog business, are, unless you're only doing online training, that's a whole nother subject. Whole nother subject. The biggest signal for a local business right now isn't even the articles on your website. It's your Google business profile. And I have a whole Google business profile optimization training that I ask all of my clients to go through. And when they do it, and when they do what I teach about how to optimize that profile and um, how to get more clients just from that, things change in a business. So when somebody, so this, I like have an SEO rant going. SEO fees are usually, not always, complete bull pucky, malarkey, blah. Not always though. Like the people that I follow in the greater industry as a whole, like the greater industry of good SEO, people who've kept up with things like what Google is actually looking for, the signal that they want to bounce off of. That is actual SEO. And there are many, many, many components to that that go beyond what I'm going to guess the majority of you have paid somebody to do SEO for. And I'm not going to go into all of the details on it. I actually have a program that people can purchase that isn't run by me. I white label it. I'll just be honest. I do not do it because I do not have time for that. But I have somebody that I trust very highly who does it, and they do it for us. So I have that, but I have that available only because I have seen so much what I consider bad action taken out there by people who have good intentions, but they have not actually kept up with what it takes for a local business to rank organically in search. And it is much more than writing articles and putting them as blog posts on a website. So, I also have a free Facebook group called Dog Business Success Community. And I welcome you to join the community there. It's very supportive, and I have more free trainings and some amazing interviews with very successful dog business owners. Some are on building their third and more facility, many of them millionaires. Most of them started out with absolutely nothing. And so just go to Facebook and join my group, Dog Business Success Community. Like, I have a website right now. We have over 1,000 articles on it, probably 1,250 articles on it. And it is starting to rank after 18 months of careful work. Like, I know about SEO, but I am not going to tell a dog trainer to go put 1,250 articles on their website. That's ridiculous when we can use what in 2024 now is considered better signal, and that is a Google business profile that has not been forgotten. So, if somebody told you to put a list of cities on the footer of your website, don't you think Google's onto that little thing by now? Like, that was something I was doing in 2005 when I built my own website. Like, no, we don't need to do that. What else can I talk about SEO? The um the money that you're putting towards the SEO that is not really SEO, unless it is. I have yet to see one that is, but okay, in the industry as a whole, yet. Not yet have I seen one company that I work with that is paying another company for what is called SEO that is actually working. Like, I have a client right now, they're paying someone to do one post a week on their Google business profile. Okay, cool. That's great. And then they're also paying that company to do one article a month that mentions a local town name and something to do with dog training. I'm just want to roll my eyes. I do roll my eyes, actually. That's potentially helpful, but not really. They could be doing about 5 other things for him for the same cost, for the same price they're charging him, and helping him rank much, much higher and gaining traction much faster. But this is the deal. You know, if you go to a surgeon for a diagnosis, it's possible that they're going to want to do surgery. If you go to a company that's selling website design, marketing, and SEO, you're probably going to get sold a website with SEO. If you go to a barber shop, you're probably going to get your hair cut. We have to start becoming more aware of what we're being sold in the industry. If you go to somebody who's selling Google ads, they're going to sell you, guess what? Google ads. What about the Facebook ads people? They're going to sell you Facebook ads. Like, they're not going to go, oh, so I sell Google ads and we're just now looking into Facebook ads. So I think I'm also going to sell you Facebook ads, but we don't really know about it. You're probably not going to buy from them. So just think about when you are buying something from somebody, what are you buying? What are they selling you? What is it that they are trained to sell you? Right now, a lot of small business owners have been trained to think that they need something called SEO that involves a lot of articles written on their website. That could be one part of it, but we're like looking for something like, okay, so I have this cup here, right? I'm trying not to I don't know. That's the coffee I like. They make it in Sedona. So I'll just let you see my coffee label. So at the article writing piece of SEO would fill this cup to like maybe here, right here. That's it. It doesn't move a needle for a business right now. Believe me, I've been trying to move the needle on a project I have with professional writers with all of the tools for over 18 months, and we're finally moving the needle on it. But that is not your best use of time as a dog trainer. That is not your best use of time as a local company, dog boarding, daycare, whatever, to build the business. There's a lot better uses of your time and your money that will move the needle for you on a longer term manner than what the industry has been sold for so very long. Now, if you are somebody selling dog businesses SEO, I hope that you are selling them a system that takes into account all of the signal as we know it today. It could change in 3 months. They change that algorithm and what they require every 3 or 4 months right now. In fact, there's a whole email smackdown going on right now. I'm recording this towards the end of January in the year 2024. Google is putting the slap on anybody emailing a Gmail address from and I can talk about that in another podcast, um, from a marketing system of any kind, Aweber, Constant Contact. By the way, they're doing it incorrectly. If you're trying to email people from there, whoo, I have things to say about that. Um, you know, find the people who have kept up with what's going on right now. I'm one of them. There could be others out there. I don't want to be the only person who keeps up with everything out there because there's too many people that I cannot serve all of you. I want to serve you the best as I possibly can, though, and give you some information that may save you some money. And you can take that money, $250, $450 a month. That's literally, I don't know, going to pay for someone's car payment that you don't need. It's like money you're throwing into the air. Throw the money. Whoo. Okay, just landed somewhere. It doesn't make any difference. I'd rather you take that amount of money and spend it on something that's going to move the needle for your business. So that's my SEO rant. So far, and I research this stuff a lot. By the time you've heard this podcast, you know that I research. If you haven't been following me on Facebook for years, you might not know how deeply I research things, but I go pretty deep. This is something I've been researching for years because I tried to do it by myself before. I do it by myself in a separate business that I have. And what's being sold out there to the entire industry is not what I would call in 2024 actual SEO. So I hate to break it to you. Don't let that be a sunk cost in your business. Don't let it. I've got a client. We pulled her. Pulled her off of the paying that money. I've got two right now that we pulled off paying a $250 a month. No, it was $450 a month. And we built the lead converting generating website template for them. Their number of leads has gone up, even though they don't have the SEO happening anymore. It wasn't the reason it wasn't happening before, even though that's what they were being sold. I have another guy who's paying a ridiculous website maintenance fee. I had him negotiate that down. Basically, he's paying too much for website hosting, but that's okay. We got it down to $100 a quarter instead of $250 a quarter. So until they're ready to move that website, it's not that big of a deal. But people get sold a bill of goods in this industry because they don't know. Like we didn't come in as a website expert. I became one over the years because I'm a geek. And it interests me and I want to know what's going to move the needle in a positive way for a business. I want to know what's going to make my business more money. I want to know what's going to make your business more money. And this is part of it. And people have been sold a bill of goods from well-intentioned people, but who are still in like 2010 with what SEO was then. It is not the same game right now, folks. So don't buy it unless you got somebody who's looking at all the signal. And there's a lot of signal out there that these people are not even tracking. You have been listening to the Thriving Dog Business Podcast with Sherry Boyer, a 7-figure dog business owner. Subscribe to us to get more proven tips to boost your profits without working yourself into the ground. And we have new episodes every other week. To get clear on how to make more money in less time, go to 4dayprofitrace.com to get my exclusive free, very short course.